My money is still on the husband, and not because he's white, but because this was her birthday trip. She went and got a new wig, got her lashes did, nails did, toes did, picked out outfits, and created an itinerary for her birthday. She had no idea that this man was going to propose to her in such a beautiful place, like Africa. She would have been ecstatic. It's my birthday and my man is proposing to me? Hell yeah. I do not feel like anywhere in her mind it would have been, it's my birthday, my man is here, he didn't propose to me, this is a great time to just end it all.
Baby, maturing is knowing that a white man can change my life with his money, and he can take it from me with his money. And then he can go get a motherfucking lawyer with his money and get away with that shit.
Everyone's been shocked by what's coming out about Ashlee Jenae's fiancé, Joe McCann. What was supposed to be a fun birthday trip quickly turned into something tragic, and it's raising a lot of serious questions. From the outside, Ashlee and Joe seemed like a happy couple. Their relationship looked strong, especially after he proposed during the vacation. But things took a heartbreaking turn when Ashlee suddenly passed away. Now, as more details are being shared, the situation is becoming harder to understand. There are claims about Ashlee's personal life and rumors about Joe's past, including questions about whether he was already married. All of this has left people confused and searching for answers about what really happened.
Just spoke to the family of Ashlee Robinson. She's the 31-year-old influencer who was on vacation with her fiancé celebrating her birthday. He actually proposed on the trip. But something crazy happened. She was having a good time. Her family said she was very excited to be there, shared pictures with the family, FaceTimed them when she was proposed to. But they released a statement saying that Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later.
For those just hearing about this, Ashlee Jenae, whose real name was Ashlee Robinson, was found unresponsive in a hotel room while on a trip to Zanzibar with her fiancé, Joe McCann. Ashlee was a well-known influencer based in Miami, with around 120,000 followers. Her content focused on travel, beauty, and fashion, and her audience closely followed her lifestyle. Her relationship with Joe became public toward the end of 2025, and from that point on, he appeared often in her posts. They traveled frequently, and Ashlee often shared how happy she was, highlighting the comfortable lifestyle they enjoyed together. To celebrate her 31st birthday, the couple planned a special trip to Zanzibar, Tanzania. Everything seemed perfect in the photos she shared. During the trip, Joe proposed, and Ashlee accepted. But shortly after that moment, things took a devastating turn. Ashlee was found unconscious in their villa and rushed to a local hospital, where she later passed away. Authorities reported that Joe was the one who discovered her and contacted emergency services. After reviewing the situation, local officials concluded that there was no sign of outside involvement and closed the case, stating that Ashlee had taken her own life. Even with the case officially closed, many people are still questioning what really happened, especially as new details continue to surface.
My daughter Ashlee, she's no longer here with us, and we're trying to find out why.
Many people are questioning the official version of events, including Ashlee's family and close friends. They say the situation just doesn't make sense. From what's been shared, Ashlee Robinson planned and paid for the entire trip herself. She prepared for it like any special celebration, getting her hair, nails, and outfits ready. To them, it's hard to believe she would go through all that effort only for things to end the way they did. One of her friends spoke out, saying Ashlee was not someone who would take her own life and called for a deeper investigation. The message was clear: they want answers and justice.
She was starting the next chapter of her life. She called us and FaceTimed us to share with us her travel.
Ashlee's mother says she never would have expected that less than a week later, her daughter would be dead. On April 8th, she says Ashlee called, saying she and her fiancé got into an argument and were moved to separate rooms. The next day, she received another call, this time from her fiancé.
He told me that Ashlee did something to herself and that she was being taken to the hospital. I said, what happened, when? And he told me it had been 11 hours prior.
Hours later, the luxury resort the couple was staying at called saying that Ashlee passed away.
Another detail raising concern is how Joe McCann has acted since Ashlee's passing. He hasn't made any public statement about her and has removed all traces of her from his social media. He's also reportedly stopped communicating with her family. As more information comes out, it paints a more complicated picture. Investigators learned from Villa staff that the couple had a serious argument during the trip, so intense that they had to be separated into different rooms. There are also reports that Joe waited around 11 hours before contacting authorities or informing her family, which has raised further suspicion. Looking deeper into their relationship, sources claim this wasn't their first conflict. Early disagreements were said to be about finances. Joe had presented himself as successful in cryptocurrency through his company, but reports suggest the business struggled and lost a significant portion of its value. Because of this, some claim Ashlee may have been covering many of their expenses to maintain their lifestyle. Over time, their relationship reportedly became more tense, with allegations that Joe's behavior turned controlling and, at times, abusive. As the investigation expanded, officials began to question whether there was more to the story than initially believed.
We're not too sure what happened. That's what we're trying to find out. I got 2 emails today from the embassy in Zanzibar. And it said the investigation is still ongoing. That we have not determined the cause of death yet at all. An investigation is still ongoing and still pending right now. So there has nothing official has been released. That's what we're trying to find out. We just want answers. We just think it's very odd that our daughter is traveling with Joe and we don't hear anything from Joe. To me, that's very odd. And initial call that she got from Joe was 11 hours after something had transpired in the room. And that's very odd. 11 hours later,
11 hours.
Something had transpired and Joe just relayed to Yolanda that Ashlee was okay and she was stable and she was okay and don't worry about it.
But that she was at the hospital.
Yes.
New reports have added even more concern around Joe McCann. It's been claimed that he was previously married more than once, with past relationships ending amid allegations of abuse. With these details coming to light, authorities have taken further steps. His passport has reportedly been held by officials in Zanzibar as investigations continue. Some people believe the early conclusion of the case doesn't match the timeline or evidence, and there are concerns about how the situation was handled at first. Because of growing public attention, the case is now under closer review. There has also been unrelated online discussion about Ashlee's past social media posts, but many argue that nothing from her past justifies what happened. The focus, they say, should remain on finding the truth and ensuring accountability. Right now, there are still many unanswered questions. While people continue to follow the case closely, the hope is that a clear and fair outcome will eventually be reached.